This story began 32 years ago. A young and beautiful girl from Sweden went to Thailand for a vacation and fell in love with a Thai fisherman. They lived together for 7 months and were very happy. Sadly, they had to separate for different reasons. However, after 23 years, they managed to reunite again and live a happy life together as if they were never apart, like a real-life fairy tale. Why couldn't they stay together 32 years ago? How did they manage to reunite? And is it true that the first love never truly fades away? Watch the full video to find out. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified as I upload a new video. Let's go on. Many people believe that romantic encounters during travel are often brief and unlikely to lead to lasting relationships, especially when two people come from different backgrounds and places. However, the story of Jeanette and Sulai serves as an example of the rare and beautiful miracles that can happen against the odds. Jeanette was born on January 15, 1969, in Luleå, Sweden. She had a childhood like any normal child. With a love for travel and exploring new cultures, she ventured alone to the Phi Islands in Thailand in 1992 at the age of 22. While wandering around the island, she accidentally saw Sulai, a local resident who was relaxing under a tree, and to her, he was a real jungle boy. Sulai was remarkably handsome. The two looked at each other and smiled, and from that moment, they fell in love. Sulai was always by Jeanette's side during her trip. Even though they didn't understand each other, it didn't stop them from communicating. The two traveled around the island together without being restricted by language. They even bought a second-hand longtail boat and started taking tourists on snorkeling trips. They spent 7 months together of pleasant and romantic time together, and their love grew stronger. Unfortunately, Jeanette was compelled to return home because her visa was about to expire, but she assured Sulai that she would definitely come back. After Jeanette returned to Sweden, she shared this unforgettable relationship with her family, hoping to gain their support. Unfortunately, her parents strongly opposed it. Jeanette cried at home for 2 weeks before she found out she was pregnant with Sulai. At a young age, Jeanette was at a loss. In the end, she had no choice but to follow her family's advice, undergo an abortion, and stay in Sweden to study at the university. Jeanette and Sulai tried to exchange letters at first, but Sulai could not write and had to ask friends for help, making it very difficult. After graduation, Jeanette became a construction engineer, started a family with another man, and gave birth to 2 children, Sanna and Eric. On the other hand, Sulai waited for Jeanette on Phi Island for nearly 5 years. Eventually, he met another Italian girlfriend and moved to Italy. However, Jeanette's marriage didn't last long, and she divorced, thus having to raise her children on her own. Jeanette often shared her experience on the island with her children and her love story with Sulai. In 2004, when news of the tsunami in Thailand reached Sweden, Jeanette searched for Sulai and his relatives in all the film clips and images from the affected areas. Unfortunately, she found no signs of life. Persuaded by her children, she went with her daughter Sanna there in 2009 to look for him herself. Sadly, she did not meet Sulai, as she learned that he was in Italy with his girlfriend, so Jeanette had to return disappointed. 6 years later, her daughter was 22 years old. Inspired by her mother, she also chose to travel to Thailand alone. Unexpectedly, she encountered Sulai, who had recently ended his relationship with his girlfriend and returned to the island. It was revealed that he had also been actively searching for Jeanette after the breakup. Upon learning the news, Jeanette promptly bought a ticket and flew to Thailand. Finally, in February 2015, the two reunited after nearly 23 years of separation. They hugged each other and cried in the airport pickup hall. Despite being apart for more than 20 years, their feelings for each other had never wavered. Jeanette said, "It didn't feel like any time had passed at all. We were older, but our feelings for each other hadn't changed." After the rare reunion, the two decided not to separate. Sulai moved to live in Sweden with Jeanette, actively learning the local language and working. Their story became famous, and they even appeared on Sweden's national TV. In 2017, the couple got married in a small ceremony with Jeanette's 2 children, her family, and some friends. Jeanette and Sulaj looked very happy to be finally married, and this event even caught the attention of the Swedish media. The first year in Sweden was really enjoyable for Sulaj. He and Jeanette often went driving snowmobiles on the lake and climbing the snowy mountains. They traveled together and went to many places in Sweden, making him really happy. However, after that, things became difficult for him. He had to go to school to learn Swedish, and right after school, he had to go to work. Sulaj struggled to adapt to the cold weather in Sweden, and his fear of the new environment caused emotional distress for both him and Jeanette. At this time, Jeanette's daughter encouraged her mother, saying, "Mom, go to Thailand with your husband. You can live there, but he will die here." So Jeanette resolutely gave up her job in Sweden, sold the farm, horses, and house, and returned to Thailand with Sulaj to start a new life. After returning to PP Island, they embraced a life as a family on a boat. Sulaj found a boat, and it became their home. The couple has been living on it for 4 years now. Every night, they lie in bed watching the stars, and every morning they gaze at the sea, living a simple and happy life like a fairy tale day after day. Jeanette and Sulaj have initiated a project with their boat, offering an unforgettable experience to tourists. They provide private and personalized trips to the beautiful surrounding islands, delicious Thai foods, and fun activities. The project is really thriving. Even in their 50s, their love remains as strong as ever, having endured the test of time. They still kiss each other and dance together under the sunset, just like the boy and girl who first met 32 years ago. Their story has touched people around the world, serving as a great example of how love can overcome differences and bring together 2 people from very different backgrounds to create something truly extraordinary. What do you think of this story? Share your opinion in the comments. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video and want more like it, be sure to leave a thumbs up below in appreciation. And if you haven't already, you really want to subscribe to my channel and tick the bell icon so you get notified as I upload a new video every week. See you in the next video.